They say small nations have no shadows, but I saw mine cast one that covered a whole continent. In a time when political alliances shift like sand, a group of small island countries come together to form the Pacific League. Officially, the League is there to share resources and improve climate resilience. Unofficially, it's a way to stop being controlled by the big powers of East and West. The League's headquarters is on the neutral island of Tahiti. Here works Akela, a young diplomat with a knack for reading between the lines. She grew up hearing stories about how her grandparents' home was lost due to nuclear tests. She promises herself that no big power will decide her people's future again. When news of a secret deal between two superpowers to control Pacific shipping rights reaches the League, Akela goes to a private meeting in the old colonial governor's mansion, now the League's hall. The leaders, including President Manu from her own country, argue. Some want to please the giants, others want to resist. Akela suggests a middle way: use their important location to get better terms. Her idea gains support, and she is asked to write up a proposal. While working late one night, Akela hears voices through the thin walls of the old building. She recognizes President Manu's smooth voice and, unexpectedly, a foreign accent she can't place. Looking through a cracked door, she sees Manu shaking hands with a representative from the Eastern Alliance. On the table is a document called Shadow Accord. Her heart races. The deal outlines a plan. In exchange for money and power, Manu will quietly give up half the League's fishing zones to the Eastern Alliance. Manu laughs. No one trusts small nations to handle things, so we give them what they expect. Betrayal hurts. Akela records the conversation on her phone. She knows releasing it could cause chaos in her country, but staying silent would mean losing everything. She tells Kato, her reporter friend who knows both activists and diplomats. Kato warns her, if you leak this, the big players will twist it. People will call you a traitor. Akela struggles with the choice. In the end, she chooses honesty. The morning the deal is set to be signed, she posts the recording anonymously. It spreads quickly. Citizens rush to Parliament. Other League leaders demand an explanation. Manu denies everything until the foreign representative, fearing for his own safety, confirms the deal. With the deal exposed, the superpowers back off publicly, claiming they knew nothing. Privately, they threaten trade sanctions. Manu is forced to resign. In the aftermath, Akela learns the twist. The head of the Eastern Alliance who made the deal is her estranged uncle, whom she thought was just a fisherman. He left decades ago, rising through foreign intelligence. He admits he targeted Manu, knowing Akela would find out. I needed someone inside to expose the corruption, he tells her during a secret meeting on a moonlit dock. Sometimes to break the system, you have to set a trap. She was furious when she realized her own family had been using her in their power games. She refuses to be manipulated again. She reveals her uncle's identity and role in the deal. The story shocks the League. People are angry not just at the betrayal from within, but also at the outside control. They push for changes, term limits, open negotiation processes, and rotating leadership to avoid concentration of power. Akela drafts a charter for collective decision-making and puts it to a vote. It passes with huge support. Months later, a new leadership team made up of youth and elders sits at a round table in the governor's mansion, where there are no secret rooms anymore. Akela watches the sun rise over the sea and knows the League is still small, still fragile. But now its shadow belongs to it alone. True independence isn't given by powerful neighbors. It's built by people who demand honesty from their own leaders. Transparency might be risky, but sunlight is the best cure. Don't let fear of chaos be an excuse for corruption.